Shalom and welcome to Mitzvah Torah. This year is entitled Fasting on Yohrzeit. It's in memory of Rav Leanord Gordon Zatzal. Passed away just a year ago. And his Yohrzeit was honored just this past Motzi Shabbat. So, fascinating question. You don't find too many people fasting on a Yohrzeit. And it's very interesting because it is mentioned all over the Shulchan Aruch. Maybe a half a dozen times. Shulchan Aruch writes as a mitzvah to fast on the Yohrzeit. It's discussed in Hilchot Tanit, where a person takes upon him a Tanit. It is discussed there about a person accepting the Tanit of Yohrzeit. It's mentioned in Hilchot Availut several times. And Hilchot Nedarim, laws of promise, it's mentioned there as well. If a person promises, he takes upon himself 1 year. What about the next year? How long does he have to fast until? Until Shkia, until the end of the day. It's all over the Shulchan Aruch. And yet, so many people don't fast. Majority don't fast. The Sefer Shem Aryeh, quoted in the Divrei Sofrim, he says, I don't understand what happened here. Nobody fasts anymore. People make these big parties instead. And they have big gatherings. And he says, that's not what a Yohrzeit is. And Shulchan Aruch makes it clear that a Yohrzeit is a very serious and solemn day, the day that we fast. And he says he doesn't understand it. He says, Hashim B'Yachai, they make a big simcha. And Hashim B'Yachai's Yohrzeit, he says that has its own separate reasons, but for everyone else, it's clear. Another place in the Shulchan Aruch is Taf Kuf Pei, where it lists days that people should fast. Moshe Rabbeinu's death, Aaron Cohen's death, those days of death are solemn days for fasting. And the Shem Aryeh says he doesn't understand what happened. He says those few people that fast for a relative on the day of the Yohrzeit, people think they're crazy. They think, oh man, their parents must have been real Rishaim, evil people, if they need to fast on the Yohrzeit. And he leaves off with a scathing criticism of Klal Yisrael. But we know many people don't fast today. And we'd like to try to make sense of it all. So Mi'etz Hashem, in the next year, we'll try to understand how the minhag and why the minhag developed not really to fast on a Yohrzeit. Shalom.